Hey, what's up guys, it's Saints Fan, and today we got some awesome new news from 4J Studios on their Twitter. They released a new video and 4 new screenshots, and before we actually get into those things, I want to say I'm sorry for, bringing this out a little bit late. But these things, as I'm recording this, they were released about 8 hours ago, and unfortunately, the reason I didn't make a video sooner was because the school I'm at, we kind of had a bomb threat at school, so we had to evacuate campus, and we couldn't get back into the rooms and everything, so it's been a crazy day. But as I get back, I see the stuff, so I was like, you know what, I'll make a video for y'all, and hope y'all enjoy. So let's get started. Now, like we did with the last video, I'm gonna have the actual video or trailer part of it in slow motion, so if you want to see the entire trailer by itself in regular speed with the sound and everything, click on the screen or in the link in the description, and it'll bring you to that. But getting into the actual video itself, the guy's obviously killing a creeper here, but you'll see here in a minute he actually does the blocking animation, which from what I've seen, not many people actually utilize. And although it doesn't really do that much help in a fight, but as you see here, when the skeleton shoots him, it only takes off about half a heart, where it would take off 2.5, I think it actually is, or something like that. So somewhat it's good. Sometimes it's bad, I guess. It can slow you down, that's for sure. But as you see right here, he's actually sprinting, and if you look in the top left, there's actually a little icon that indicates he's sprinting, which might get annoying sometimes. Hopefully we can turn that off. If not, not a big deal. But moving on to the next little thing, you see this guy is actually getting an apple from the tree, which sort of proves the theory that apples will actually fall from leaves, because many people just said he found them in chests and stuff in the last trailer. So that's pretty cool. And then he's obviously getting some melons right here, and what you'll see is that obviously the melons, when they become a melon from the melon stem on the right, it'll actually make the grass not tilled, so you're gonna have to re-till it to plant more seeds and everything. So it might get a little bit annoying, but who really cares, honestly. Another little thing, he's having the fence gates that he's got to open up, which again, like I said last commentary, indicates possibly animal breeding in this update, because why else would they have these animals entrapped in cages and everything? Possibly, they still haven't said it, but that's just my little guess on what's gonna actually happen. But if you want to actually rewind it there, you saw the cow actually drop 3 steaks, and what you'll notice when you're playing this is that cows drop a ton of freaking meat. So out of all the creatures that you want to kill to get food, definitely go kill cows, because they drop leather and meat. So it's a win-win situation for everybody, except the cow, obviously, because they're dead. But who cares, right? You gotta eat. So if you want to stay alive, you gotta eat. But right here, this isn't really too or that necessary, honestly, because this isn't really new food. Obviously, this has been in the game for quite some time now, so I guess they just wanted to add this in to show all the food. I'm not really sure. But as you see, the fence gates, you just I think it's going to be a left click, the left trigger that actually opens it. So that's kind of cool to see. He's just going to make some bread here, and actually right here you'll see the little guy right there. You'll notice he doesn't have a name above his head, and what that actually is in the options, the host of the world can turn off the little icon on the maps and their name tag. So if you want to play like Hunger Games or something, this is going to be a great way to do that without seeing people through walls and stuff like that. So you can hide a lot more efficiently. And as you see right here, he's really hungry, so he's gonna have some chicken, which I'd rather have steak, but maybe he's a chicken guy, not really sure. But here's the eating animation, as you see right there, and it kind of makes a noise. So if you want to go check that out in the description, it kind of makes an annoying noise, to be honest, but that's just my opinion. That's pretty much it for the trailer. Now let's move on to the screenshots. So the first screenshot here is obviously in an abandoned mine shaft, which we've seen I think a couple of times already in pictures and stuff like that, with an Enderman on the left, obviously, and a cave spider on the right. And as you see, the abandoned mine shafts are really crazy how they sort of spawn in, because so many levels and, you know, drops and dips and everything. So when you're exploring these things, you definitely want to be careful. But an interesting thing to note in 3 of these pictures, actually, and I'll point it out, but in the top left, the guy, he's not crouching, and obviously he's not sprinting. And if you notice, he's not in creative mode. So this goes back to my theory that you can fly even if you're not in creative mode, because it doesn't look like he's you know, on something. It looks like there's nothing below him. And why else would the guy, there be a picture of the guy on the left? And some people said you know, it was a second after he crouched, because it's still there for, you know, a second or two. But who knows? I mean, hopefully it's flying, or I don't really know. Maybe, do y'all want to see flying not in creative mode? Leave in the comments below. But let's get on to the next picture. Alright, so now in this picture, this is obviously an NPC village with, I think that's a church in the middle, some houses. Now, I don't think the actual people inside of it are coming in this update. We don't know, though. There's going to be a list, actually, of the additions, which I'll show the tweet after all these pictures. But as you see, again, the guy in the top left doesn't look like he's, you know, standing on anything. So could this possibly be flying in non-creative mode game types? Who knows? But that's pretty much it with this picture. Let's get on to the next picture. So this picture is in a stronghold in the library section of it. As you see, somewhere, you know, in the bottom of the library, there's some cobwebs here and there, and the stone bricks are actually on the wall behind it. It's kind of dark, but if you can make that out, that's stone bricks. So these are actually found, these are pretty rare, and I think there might be one on each map, not really sure yet, but these are kind of cool to explore, and they're definitely hard to explore, so you got to be ready when you come down and find a stronghold. But, you know, other than that, this picture doesn't really say that much, besides that it's a library in a stronghold. So let's get on to the next picture, which is actually a ravine. So like I said, this is what the ravines look like. Now, again, top left, the guy standing there, he's in a ravine, so there can't be anything below him, and he's not in creative. So who knows? Like I said, leave in the comments if you actually want to see flying in non-creative mode game type or whatever. But as you see, there's the new spider, cave spider on the left, and a creeper and another spider down there on the right. The ravine looks pretty cool. Should be fun to explore it. These are definitely tough to explore because, you know, one false block that you mine and you're done, and you're gonna have to be cursing at yourself and everything to hike back and find your all your stuff that you lost. So you definitely want to be careful when you're in a ravine. And you know, that's pretty much it with the pictures. Now on to the tweets and the information. 4J has given 2 little tidbits of information. One, on the bottom, it says they're working hard right now, and in a week or 2 it's going to go into Microsoft testing, which usually takes maybe around a week. So unfortunately, this means that we got to wait a little bit longer. I know they said it's September. Hopefully they get it out maybe September 31st, who knows. But obviously, as you see, the one on the top as well, when it goes into testing, they'll release a whole new page of all the information they're adding and not adding. So then we'll get an official list of what they're adding. But that's pretty much it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe. Either hit the button on the top left, the yellow subscribe button, or hit the little icon in the top right of the video, because that'll bring you to my page. You can subscribe that way, so you don't miss out anything that I do with, you know, my subs and everything with the whole 1.82 update. So that's pretty much it. I'm out. It's your boy Saints Fan. Peace.